about dreaming, dreaming. You don't really know about nothing, nothing. Tell me what you know about the night terrors every night. 5 a.m. cold sweats waking up to the sky. And I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that shine ain't always gonna be gold. Hey, I'll be fine once I get it.
City I always talk about, what I rap about. Show me love cause I love it, I love it. Only thing I could covet in public. I just came to show love, you just glad I showed up. Boy, respect your elder, I'm a fucking grown up. From them told me go nuts, grown them ain't for no number. No talking at dinner or to baking that eat donuts. Sweaty on the come up, I might share my bonus. Cases of coronas in my little marijuana. I'ma face a hold up, roses for my soldiers. Tell her hate to hold up, them niggas gotta show love.
Don't let me show cruelty, though I may make mistakes. Don't let me show ugliness, though I know I can hate. And don't let me show evil, though it might. Kids with the pumped up kicks, he's better run, now run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, he's better run, faster than my bullet. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, he's better run, now run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, he's better run, faster than my bullet. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, he's better run, now run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, he's better run, faster than my bullet. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, he's better
Well, you must be a girl with shoes like that. She said you know me well. I've seen you, little Stephen and Joanna around the back of my hotel. Oh yeah. Someone said you was asking out to me, but I know you best as a blagger. I said, tell me your name, is it sweet? She said, my boy is Dagger. Oh yeah. I was good, she was hot, stealing everything she got. I was bold, she was over the worst of it. Give me gear, thank you dear. Bring your sister over here, let her dance with me just for the hell of it. Well, you must be a boy with bones like that. She said you got me
long. Goodbye, baby, so long. You know, you never let this thing catch on. You never let me be that strong. Goodbye, baby, so long. There was a cold wind blowing on the night we met. The leaves fell from the trees. You made a lot of promises I ain't seen yet. I ain't gonna ask you, please. You know, none of us is gonna try. It wasn't even worth a try. So long, baby, goodbye. There was a cold wind blowing on the night we met. The windows were rolled up tight. We both asked for something we could never get. Now do the thing that's right. You know, none of us is gonna cry. It wasn't even worth a try. So long, baby, goodbye.
What are you doing?
This hit that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you sexed and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on.
just watch. Hey, 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 oh!
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dream. And they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie that I think you like? This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself. She's been living on the highest shelf. And they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song.
Welcome, family, staff, esteemed guests, and especially my fellow colleagues of the graduating class of 2017. Bienvenidos, familias, personal, estimados visitantes, y especialmente mis compañeros colegas. Before we begin our ceremony, please join me to honor our flag. Antes de comenzar nuestra ceremonia, por favor, únanse para honrar nuestra bandera. Be seated. Pueden tomar su asiento. Thank you all for coming and joining us to celebrate this remarkable moment in our lives. Thank you to every teacher in this room who contributed into creating individuals we are today. You have impacted each and every one of us far beyond teaching us material. Your advice will surely never be forgotten. To the parents, it is unbelievable what you are willing to do to see us succeed. Thank you all for bringing us to school every day, for forcing us to attend a school we all came to love. Without you, we wouldn't be able to achieve anything near what we have today. If anything, today should be a celebration for you all and your devotion. A los padres, es increíble lo que ustedes están dispuestos a hacer para vernos triunfar. Gracias a todos por llevarnos a la escuela todos los días, por obligarnos a asistir a una escuela que todos vinimos a amar. Sin ustedes no podríamos lograr algo cerca de lo que tenemos hoy. Si algo, hoy debe ser una celebración para todos ustedes y su devoción. And last but not least, to my classmates, my brothers and sisters, thank you all for making high school such a remarkable experience. We have grown from polished turds to high school graduates, and will continue growing beyond that. Spread your wings, it's time to fly. Long live Uplift Luna's class of 2017 Alice.
I have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker today. Mateo Magdaleno is an author and Chief Education Officer of the IDQ Group Incorporated, providing innovative education strategies to corporations, nonprofits, government agencies, universities, and school districts who are committed to reducing the dropout rate and increasing college enrollment among underserved students. Magdaleno is also the founder and chairman of the Magdaleno Leadership Institute, a nonprofit organization devoted to building high school student servant leaders. Most recently, Magdaleno was appointed by the U.S. Senate Majority Leader and confirmed by Congress to serve a 4-year term on the U.S. Congressional Award National Board of Directors, who present Congress's highest award for youth. He also serves on the Texas Advisory Council for the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation and serves on the National Advisory Board of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute. In addition to managing his own business and philanthropic work, Magdaleno serves as the caregiver of his elderly mother, Maria, and is in the process of adopting his older sister, Sylvia Magdaleno, who is gifted with Down syndrome. Furthermore, Magdaleno is currently working with Reconciliation Outreach to create a safe house for homeless college students to be completed by spring 2018.
Magdaleno. Raul Magdaleno.
Raul Magdalena.
Raul Magdaleno. Would you welcome Raul, please? He won this award.
Because this is a story that really needs to be explored.
Education has opened up so many doors for me, has empowered me.
Y recibe esta medalla del Congreso de los Estados Unidos, que están todos los senadores de acuerdo en entregarle por 30.000 horas de servicio público, que obtiene las mejores calificaciones en el colegio, que después entra a la universidad y que hoy día le dan la posibilidad de hacer un máster en una de las universidades más importantes de los Estados Unidos.
Because I had a very, very low self-esteem because of everything I've been taught, that I would never be anything, I would never amount to anything. And look what the Lord has done. I'm able to turn around and say, devil, you are a liar. I'm not going to be everything that everybody told me that I was going to be.
Tantos que han pasado o que están pasando lo que tú estás viviendo el día de hoy, te ven a ti como una inspiración, como una motivación. Así que como ciudadano del mundo te doy las gracias.
You were a blessing to your family. You got an education, you worked hard, and you're helping Americans understand the desperation on the other side of the border and what can happen for immigrants when they come to America.
Don't look back. Don't look back. You may not be able to change where you've been, but you can change where you're going.
Well, good evening, buenas noches. Okay, let's try that one more time. Good evening, buenas noches. Okay, there we go. No se me vayan a dormir. Okay, it is a pleasure to be with you all this evening, and I have a confession. I am really nervous. I am because, you know, you only graduate one time in your life. So this is a responsibility that I take extremely serious. And so I want to thank your administration for giving me the honor and the distinct honor of being your keynote speaker today. Mrs. Dagnino, I know that we've been in long talks, and so we finally made it happen, so thank you. So I want to go ahead and get started, and typically during these graduation speeches, typically we talk about what you're going to do after this, and we congratulate you, but if it's okay with you graduates, is it all right if we just have real talk? Can we do that? Do I have your permission? No, do I really have your permission? Okay, awesome. Just be careful what y'all ask for. So, the first and foremost, I want to make sure that we acknowledge our parents that are here, our teachers. Maya Angelou has an amazing quote that I love. She says, "I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. You see, as you stand on this stage today, not only do you represent yourself, you represent your community, you represent your parents, you represent all the people that believed in you along the way. There's thousands of people you have not even met, generations. People that fought during civil rights, people that fought for you to have a right to an education. So although you stand as one, you represent 10,000. So when you walk across the stage today, I want you to hold your head up high and say, I'm representing my familia. I'm representing everybody that made me who I am today. So, I'm sorry, I got excited. Okay. Because we didn't make it here alone. We got a lot of help from our teachers that pushed you to be who you are today. Ain't that right? Amazing. Yes, faculty and staff, they're saying, Because so you're graduating along with them today. So, as I watched you all walk across, I looked into each and every one of you, especially the one that has all the Hershey's. Brother, we're going to talk later. Yes, he has Hershey's. Yes, I'm like, man, I should have thought about that when I graduated. So, I was thinking that each of you, although you look amazing, but you don't look like what you've been through. Because you look really nice, but behind every single one of you, there is a story. There is a story of somebody who went through something and maybe even feel like quitting, because how many people started with you in kindergarten and are not with you right now? So every single one of you, Behind every face, there is a story. And so, I would be remiss if I didn't share just a little bit of my story with you. Because it's interesting how everybody wants your glory, but they don't want your story. Todo el mundo quiere tu gloria, pero no quiere tu historia. So I'm going to share with you my nickname in middle school and high school. You see, when I was 8 years old, I had to take care of my sister Sylvia, who was gifted with Down syndrome, because when my mother was pregnant with Sylvia, my biological father beat my mother so bad that it damaged half of my sister's brain, so she was born with severe brain damage. So when I was 8 years old, I had to take care of her, and sometimes there were days that I didn't see my mom, days at a time, sometimes weeks. And I had to learn to work with what I had. So my first job was actually picking up cans from the trash can. It was my first job, and I realized that before there was this going green and recycling was popular, I realized you can make money collecting cans. So I was a can collecting fool. And so there I was digging in the trash can, picking up cans. And so I developed the nickname El Basurero. Yes, that was my nickname, the trash boy. So for many years, from elementary all the way to high school, I was called El Basurero, the trash boy. And there I was. And every time that I would walk across, people were like, "Ahí viene el basurero," and they would throw trash at me because sometimes I would stink. And people would make fun of me. But it's amazing, because although people said that about me, I looked at them and I said, "You know what, you go ahead and talk about me if you want to. I'm going to be somebody one day. I know I may not look like it right now. I may look a hot mess right now. But baby, I am more than what you see. I am more than what you see. You go ahead and talk about me if you want to. I am more than what you see." As a matter of fact, I want you all to say to the person next to you, say, "I am more than what you see." So y'all don't let the nappy head fool you. When I was a little kid, I was looking crazy. I said, don't let it fool you, because I am more than what you see. And I kept that belief because I never gave their words power. I refused to give other people the power over me. So as you continue on to your next journey, I want you to remember the words of this little basurero. Who would have ever imagined that this kid was destined to belong in a crack house would end up at the White House? So, I'm reminded of Winnie the Pooh. I know y'all, don't judge, okay? Winnie the Pooh said, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than what you think." Ooh, y'all, let me repeat that again. That was good. Man, I gotta remind. Okay, by the way, this is actually something I have in my mirror even to this day. Because sometimes you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. I was reminded, I was thinking when I was writing my notes for this evening, I was thinking, what would I have said to my younger self? And I would have said to my younger self, "I'm sorry, Mateo. I'm sorry for not believing in you. I'm sorry that you listened to all the haters that said you were never good enough. Because when you discover your purpose, young people, the things that you will be able to achieve, don't wait till you get to my age to discover who you are." I hope that each and every one of you would find in yourself the strength to be more than your supposed best. Because my supposed best, what the statistics said that I was supposed to be in prison, like my brothers, but I was more than my supposed best. And so, in closing, I was wanting to give you the key to success and some pointers. And so for this, I'm going to need all of your participation. I would like for all of you to bring out your keys with me. So everybody, you have keys with you. I want you to get them out for me. Everybody, if y'all have one, I want you to have a key outside with you. It's okay, we can all share my key, y'all. That's all right. Sharing is caring. So everybody get your keys out. If you have one. Quiero que todos saquen sus llaves. And so I was thinking of the key to success. What is it? And I came to the realization, do you know the only thing this is that you have in your hands? It's a raw piece of metal that is broken in all the right places. I can just drop the mic right there. You see, the key to your success, you see, I didn't have to give you the key. You already had it. Our job was just to bring it out of you. Who was your toughest teacher? Who was the toughest teacher? Everybody scream out, who? Davis. Oh, Davis. Where's Davis? So after this is over, I want you to thank Miss Davis for being tough on you. Because Miss Davis or whoever you all mentioned, I'm sure that there was several that y'all were mentioning. Yes, I see you faculty. I see you faculty and staff. You see, they were molding you because they didn't see you in your raw material. They saw you for your end product. They saw something in you that you probably didn't even see in yourself. And so I'm thinking of all that it took to make this key all jacked up. You see, sometimes we focus on the people, on the material that left us. Sometimes we think of the what if I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But you see, you didn't need them anyways. They were meant to come out of your life because, you see, by them leaving you, now that key that you have left is going to be unlocking your dreams. It's going to be unlocking your purpose. It's going to be unlocking your aspirations in life. So, as you continue on, I know that the key for me to break the cycle of poverty was education. That was the key that I needed to unlock. So, as you continue on your journey, on your education journey, I want you to think of this key. Every time that you feel like giving up, just say, I'm being molded. I'm being broken. You see, Dad, I didn't need you anyways. You hurt me when you left me and Mom. You know what? You hurt me when I thought you loved me, but you were my boo. You left me for my best friend. But you see, I didn't need you anyways. I didn't need you anyways because I'm still here. And look at all the things that you've been through. And graduates, I want you to look at your parents right now. And I want you to remember all that it took to create this key. All the things that y'all went through together as a family, and you still made it. You're still here. So as you continue on your journey, remember this key. That you are the key. You are the key, but this key doesn't mean anything if you don't put it to work. It's just another key, baby. You gotta work with it. Baby, you gotta work it, baby. You gotta work that key. Because it doesn't mean anything if I don't use it. So take that key and unlock your dreams, young people. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the program because I know that we all came to see our babies graduate. So let's get on with the program.
Thank you, Mr. Magdaleno, for joining us in our celebration today and for being here with our graduating class. I'd like to extend my gratitude and appreciation to our distinguished faculty and guests, our families, and honored graduates of the class of 2017. Gracias a todos ustedes por estar aquí con nosotros esta linda noche tan memorable que sin ustedes jamás sería posible. Your support and guidance has fostered the success of these hard-working, fun-loving young men and women. It's been quite a roller coaster of emotions these past 4 years, and I just can't even believe that it's gone by so fast. The graduates and I actually stepped into our respective high school roles at the same time, and myself as a principal and them as freshmen. And to be honest, the class of 2017 came in under a lot of pressure. And it was probably very similar to the pressure that I felt. You see, the principal before me was a beloved leader, and the teacher, they felt his absence. And our current graduates had to watch us celebrate our inaugural class every step of the way, and they too may have felt the need in some way, like I did, to stand out or measure up. Los graduados y yo asumimos nuestros papeles respectivos de la escuela secundaria al mismo tiempo. Yo como directora y ellos como estudiantes del 9º grado. Y para ser sincera, esta clase empezaron bajo mucha presión. Probablemente porque la experiencia fue similar a las presiones que sentí yo misma. Porque el director anterior era un líder amado y los maestros sintieron su ausencia. Estos graduantes nos miraban celebrar la clase inaugural en cada paso del camino, y ellos quizás intentaron a sobresalir igual como yo me sentí sobre el primer director. However, I watched as these amazing kids worked so hard finding themselves and who they would become. I picked up lessons from each of them, and I'd stand here and tell you about every single time, every single one had an impact on me personally. But we don't have that sort of time. And what I'll do instead is I'll remind them of the lessons that we needed along the way. Y sin embargo, yo observé a nuestros graduantes trabajar intensamente al buscar en ellos al quién y cómo serían. Yo aprendí de ellos me daban lecciones a mí. Podría contarle de cada vez que cada uno de estos estudiantes impactaron mi vida, pero como no tengo tanto tiempo, voy a recordarles de las lecciones que necesitábamos a lo largo del camino. First, it's that while you can learn from those who walk before you, there is great value in trusting who you are. You should absolutely go forth with great humility, an open heart, and an open mind. But always remember that you have a lot to contribute, and so much of it is invaluable. Speak up, stand up, and act on what you believe. The world will be better for it. Primeramente, siempre y cuando aprendemos de los que van antes de nosotros, hay mucho valor en el tener confianza en quién somos, recordando todo lo que contribuyamos y que tanto de eso es invaluable. Habla, exprésate, defiende y actúa en lo que crees. El mundo será mejor por eso. The second is that you should always embrace a good challenge. Look it in the face, hear it taunt you, and get fired up when you hear that you can't. Then take that energy and prove that you can. And when you do, be humble, sit down, and prepare to do it all again. Siempre enfrenta el buen desafío. Míralo a la cara, escucha que te burla y que te enciende cuando oyes que no puedes. Toma esa energía y prueba que puedes. Y cuando lo hagas, sé humilde y prepárate para hacerlo otra vez. And finally, to my eccentric bunch over here, who moves to the beat of their own drum or to the flow of their own rap. Yeah, ICB, OG Coke, I see you. Continue to do so. Your spirit has moved me, it's inspired others, and it's absolutely given shape to the creative, outspoken, funky culture of our school. Their essence, individuality, and affection transcends beyond anything I have ever seen or experienced in working with young adults. Y por último, a mi excéntrico grupo que se va a graduar, se mueve al ritmo de su propio tambor y que continúen haciéndolo. Su espíritu, ¿dónde se me va el español? Qué vergüenza, mami, bueno. Su espíritu me ha movido y también ha inspirado a otros. Y absolutamente ha dado forma a la cultura creativa y única que es parte de nuestra escuela. Su esencia, individualidad y afecto trasciende más allá de todo lo que he visto o lo que he experimentado en mi trabajo con los jóvenes. Me siento honrada de haber compartido los últimos 4 años de aprendizaje y crecimiento con ustedes. Supongo que es apropiado que me dirija a una nueva aventura y me despido de mi querida Luna junto con ustedes, mi primera clase, que me ha hecho esta experiencia tan especial. Espero que les hemos ayudado y a cada uno de ustedes lograr sus metas hasta ahora, que los hemos apoyado con las dificultades que vienen durante estos años de crecimiento, y que les hayamos sido instrumentales en realizar sus metas. I am honored to have shared the last 4 years of my life in learning and growing with these kids, young adults. I guess it's actually fitting that I'm headed into a new adventure and saying goodbye to my darling Luna with you all as well. You have made this year a very, very special one, and the past 3 very trying, but very, very amazing. I'm just kidding, I love you. I hope that we've been able to help each of you achieve your goals thus far and make it through the rough times that come with growing up. And in some way, I hope that we've helped you celebrate and appreciate your success, your lives, your futures that will be. And at the very end, all I say to you is be brave, be bold, but be you. You guys are incredible, and I love you so much. Thank you for all that you have taught me, and thank you for being there alongside me as I grew and learned. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Felicidades a nuestra clase de 2016. With that, I'd like to introduce our Dean of Scholars, Mr. McKinney, who will be doing the honors of announcing the scholars who have earned the highest honors.
I'd like to begin by saying that Uplift Education is pleased to award the Network Alumni Scholarship to 2 outstanding Luna seniors. These scholars will receive a one-time award of $1,000 to be applied to the cost of their college education. We would like to recognize Ponce Uribe and Alexi Martinez as the recipients of these scholarships. Please stand up and be recognized. It is now my honor to present the salutatorian and valedictorian for the graduating class of 2017. Both scholars have worked hard to excel academically and should be very proud of their accomplishments. I've had the pleasure of working with them over the last 4 years and cannot wait to see what the future holds for them. First, I'd like to present the salutatorian of the class of 2017, Juana Gutierrez. now I'd like to present the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Sharif Muhammad. Let's give it up for these scholars one more time.
Hello everyone, can you hear me perfectly? You good? Alright, first off, I'm really nervous right now, so if I speak way too fast, please tell me to slow down. And with that, okay, yeah, my hat's right, okay, sorry. First off, I'd like to start with my thank yous. So if I do cry in my speech, I could get it done now and just get it over with. So thank you to my mom and my family and like every other family in here, for pushing us, to apply and not slack off, and helping see us through from youth to adulthood. Also, thank you to the wonderful ladies in the RTC office for helping us apply to college and hounding us to keep our grades up. And last but not least, thank you to the rest of the amazing faculty at Uplift Luna for helping take a class of 9th graders who didn't even know what a preposition was and turning them into scholars. Now to address my class. I'm gonna start off with a modern philosopher, Kodak Black. They don't like you to see you winning. Well, I guess they are real mad right now because I look around and I look at this stage and I see nothing but winners. Literally a week before grades were due for us, I remember all of us stressing out over Play-Doh, wondering how we could do a semester's worth of work in a week. But we accomplished that and so much more. We are making they matter than ever. Now I know a few of you are wondering who they are. And it simply boils down to who or what you believe to be your biggest opposition. To me, they represent my insecurities and anxieties, always second guessing my work. As I've grown older, it seems they have grown stronger. But it wasn't until August of 2013 that I found the best way to combat they. I fight they with we. We, the class of 2017. To be honest, Luna wasn't my first choice school. But if I have learned anything from the college admissions process, it is that the school that can be fairly new can be the best place for someone to learn and grow. I remember talking to some of my peers about the high schools we applied to, and we all pretty much applied to the same schools. So call it what you may, destiny, fate, chance, we all were meant to be here. The impact that we had on Luna and the surrounding area is one that I'm sure no one will quite forget. Even though it seemed at times we were looked over, we still added a je ne sais quoi to the everyday life of school. I am wholeheartedly happy that I ended up coming to Luna, because Luna has taught me that hard work and perseverance is one thing needed to survive in the modern world. And I'm also happy you all decided to come to Luna as well, because you made learning these things fun. I really just want to congratulate you, my classmates, on the things you have achieved. It seems like yesterday we were all walking into Luna together and herded into Uday's room. But that wasn't yesterday, that was years ago. And since then, we have grown as people, even as our class size has increased. We saw some people come join us, we saw some people leave us. And in one special case, we saw Tyler start with us, leave, just to come back in the end. She said it was okay for me to use her as an example. When talking to her, asking her why she decided to come back, she said she didn't feel at home at the other school, but she felt at home at Luna. I think this speaks a lot to what we have created here. When I was writing this, I asked my friends for what I should speak on. And two things were said. One, how Daniel is constantly ripping his pants. And two, the uniqueness of our class. To quote John F. Kennedy, conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. I think this quote is perfectly suited for our class. We have never settled. We have never conformed. A few of the things I will always remember that is the perfect example of this is when Krista got us to scream anarchy and riot during our sophomore year. Although we never actually rioted, we did use it as a rallying cry to boost our morale, even when the rest of the school looked at us like we were crazy. Or do you all remember when we went to the RTC trip in Arkansas and we came back screaming spoon for the next month whenever we had the chance? And an even more recent example of us living in our own world would be the dance party that we threw in the hallways last Friday. It took the school by surprise, but everyone who was a part of it talked about how much joy our senior prank brought them. They, this time referring to the administration, told me I have 5 minutes to speak, but there honestly isn't enough time. There never is. The love and friendship I share with you all is something that I can't put into words. As we leave and start new lives and become the future new leaders I know we will be, I want us to try to remember this one thing, and I quote the ever-wise Albus Dumbledore. We must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy. And when we become those future leaders, I hope we choose what is right and that it is easy to us. Sorry, I've lost my place. I don't have much advice to offer you all because I'm learning on this road just like you. But I do have some tips that I've found helpful and I think will help you all as well. 1, work now, rest later. When you do the hard work first, the easy work seems like a vacation, and it will go by much faster than doing it the opposite way. It also makes life easier overall because you have a chance to plan what you want to do next. 2, live in the moment. I know we live in the digital age where we could record something and rewatch it 50 million times, but there's something special about living in the moment. And if you're sharing this experience with others, it is now something that only you all share, that cannot be recreated or duplicated. Even now as we sit on this stage, none of us are on Snapchat or on Facebook Live, and we are sharing our full selves with each other, making everybody here 100% present. And last but not least, celebrate your success between your major goals. It's not very often that we get to scratch off the big things off our to-do list, but when we do, take the time to treat yourself. Also use that time as a reflective period. Those challenges that you have faced may offer you better advice than I can, and you will be wise to listen. So, in closing, we have made it down a road not many people can say they have traveled. I'm honestly so proud of everybody that I share this stage with. You all have made high school and Uplift Luna what it is, a place that has a very special spot in my heart. During the candle ceremony that we had last Wednesday, we were required to blow out our candle to symbolize that our light that we brought to Luna first time will no longer be there. But just as in that ceremony, we shared our light with everybody that we have come in contact with. The next couple of classes will hear stories about our shenanigans and the things we have said. So even though we are going to a new frontier, known as college, we will never actually leave Luna, and Luna will never leave us. Thank you.
Day. Mr. Leinenkugel, a nerdy, goofy-looking teacher with messy hair, walks into his first classroom ever. 25 ninth graders stare back at him. Hello, my name is Mr. Leinenkugel. A scholar in the back yells out, Leinenkugel? That's a stupid name. Mr. Leinenkugel would soon learn that scholar's name is Alondra Zuleika. Yeah, that is how my teaching career started 4 years ago. Right? That's how I met you kids for the first time. These faces up here on this stage, looking at me right now, were the first faces that this face ever saw when I moved to Dallas. They probably don't remember much from the first year. I mean, I can barely remember anything from that first year. But I do remember the first thing I ever showed you. You guys remember it? No? Well, that's my name. I showed you that first, I guess. It was this picture. You guys remember this? This quote was the definition of what I went through as a student in high school. I always liked school, but something was missing in my life. I couldn't have told you what it was at the time, but I knew something was missing. And then, packed away in a closet somewhere, I found a video camera. And from that moment on, I found the first thing that I loved in my life. And flash forward 17 years from that moment, I'm here at Uplift Luna, sharing my passion with you guys. I've had the absolute privilege of being your teacher for a full 4 years. And I wanted to share some advice with you. And I figured since I like script writing, I'd do some of that. And since Mr. Springsteen helped introduce us, I figured he'd help us say goodbye as well.
Interior, Uplift Luna RTC office, day. The door swings open to the office. Daniel Chires, a junior at Uplift Luna, rushes over to Miss Ferrudi's desk, where Ferrudi sits. He yells, "I figured it out!" "That's great. What did you figure out?" "What I want to do with my life." "So, what do you want to do with your life?" "I just did an internship over the summer. I loved it, and it came so effortlessly to me. Business is it." "Why business?" "It's what I can use to provide for my family, to give back to my mom, and I'm good at it." Ferrudi sits back in her chair and smiles.
All right, first, find your passion. For him, it was music. For me, it was film and storytelling. For you, it might be sports, or art, or math, or food, or economics, right? Whatever it is, make that your life. When your passions can align with your career, you are not only happy, but your entire life changes. You wake up at 5:30 a.m. and stay late at your job because that's where you want to be. Friends and family might not even understand it, but you don't really get tired from it. It actually energizes you. I hope each one of you finds your passion soon, like Daniel, if you haven't already, and that you are able to make that passion your connection to the human race. The world is going to thank you for it one day. Interior, Founders Preparatory Gym, night. Coach Leinenkugel and his girls team just lost a close game to Founders. He sends his team into the nearby locker room and calls his captains over for a meeting. One of the captains is Andrea Solano. "I just got a call from the league. We either have to kick A-Rod and Sabrina off our team, or we will forfeit every game, not only in the future, but every game we have ever played." See, the two girls in question went to Uplift Williams, and the school didn't have a team for them to play on. They were friends of our girls, so we let them play with us. The choice is yours as a captain of this team. Andrea, without missing a beat. Well, we're going to forfeit. We aren't playing without our teammates. Coach Leinenkugel stands speechless. Second, no matter what you do in life, be great at it. Push yourself to be more than serviceable. Be more than just, I ate. Right? Be more than good enough. Set your bar high. Good isn't good enough. If you are washing dishes, make sure your dishes are spotless. If you are trading stocks, do all the research so you make the right calls. If you are making a film, make the best film of the year. Take the words good job as an insult. Make them say great job. Or instead, like I was when I witnessed something truly great in that Founders Gym, make them speechless. Make whatever it is you are going to do or doing, make whatever it is you are doing more than good. Make it amazing. Make something people will stop and admire. Be part of something people will talk about. Be memorable. All the rest of it, no matter what it is you want, money, fame, happiness, that will all come in time when you strive to truly be great. Your time here at Luna is over, and we now release you into the world. You will all go on to do great things, and I have little doubt of that. School, just like creating a music album, takes years of pre-work. Writing, creating, editing, testing. And then, when you are done, when the things are the way that you want them, you release it into the world. You have worked for a solid 4 years here at Luna. You have learned a lot about yourselves, and in the process, for better or worse, Luna is in your DNA. It is part of you. The record you created in our halls and classrooms now goes out into the world with each of you, and that lasts forever. So, thank the people that helped you get to where you are. Your parents, your siblings, your family, your teachers, your coaches, your friends, even your antagonists, because without them pushing you, you might not have ended up here. And be thankful, be humble, and be proud.
Interior Uplift Luna Classroom, Day 1. Mr. Diddy stands at the front of the room looking at 25 kids. All right, class, let's get out our books and turn to page... Mr. Diddy is cut off as the door swings open. In the threshold stands Iris with a full cup of water. Iris runs over to another girl seated in her chair and dumps the water on her head. Iris, what are you doing? Iris stares at him. What? She did it to me first.
You know, the last thing is, remember all the fun you had. It definitely wasn't all bad. And I know this because there are literally thousands of photos of you guys smiling on field trips, town halls, sports events, college signing day, and even in the classroom. And look, I swear to God, I got it. And look how far you all have come, from throwing backpacks downstairs and dumping water on people, to heading off to college. I'm so happy and privileged and proud to have been able to teach you guys for as long as I did. Your teachers are here to support you, and they're here to support you as you take what you have learned in the classroom and what you have learned about yourselves into the world. Please continue to make us proud. Thank you. All right, actually, I have to break our thing here, so this isn't on your program. Is she really mad at me right now behind me? I can't tell. All right, I don't want to look. We have one more speaker. She's not on your program, and she would like to say a few words. Please welcome the CEO of Uplift, Yasmin Bafia.
First of all, first of all, congratulations to our seniors. I am so proud of all of you, and my deepest gratitude to our faculty at Uplift Luna as well for joining our seniors along their journey with us. So I asked for just a minute at graduation tonight because I think it's really important that we honor a very special person who's been with you along this journey, who is leaving our Uplift Luna family at the end of this year. So I'd like to pay a special tribute to our founding high school director, Ms. Candace Dagnino. So Ms. Dagnino, I've had the pleasure of watching lead your high school for the past 4 years. I've watched her give of herself personally and completely to make sure that you have had a rigorous, robust, and well-rounded high school experience. One that is a place for artists, athletes, and scholars to thrive in. I know she's also been a passionate advocate and supporter of her faculty as well, and she will be deeply missed next year. While you obviously will keep, I know, our faculty and our scholars in your hearts, you will have a forever place in the history of Uplift Luna and in the story. So if you would all mind, please standing so we can say a proper thank you to Ms. Dagnino. Formally back on script, and if I could have Ms. Torres come forward for our investiture of our seniors. Thank you.
Sharif Muhammad. Juana Gutierrez. Kobe Arenal. Clarissa Ruby Barron. Dejan Capers. Natalie Cruz. Jordan Martinez DeVoe. Victor Garcia. Esmeralda Guevara. Reina Lazalde. Brandon Lopez. Diana Malagón. Cassandra Mancia. Marisa Nicole Marin. Alexi Martinez. Crystal Mendoza. Giselle Morales. Iris Oliveira Montelongo. Cristian Orozco. Carlos Alonso Peña. Arbernice Jameer Robertson. Elmer Rodriguez. Krista Marie Rodriguez. Marlene Salinas. Andrea Alexandra Solano. Conce Uribe. 4. By the power vested in me, by the state of Texas, I now pronounce you graduates of Uplift Luna.